Hey, what's up guys? It's Cody here, and today I'm going to be talking about a very controversial topic in today's metagame, and that is going to be, is 40 cards better than 60 cards?
Work all day, grind all night, never live the same life twice, that's right. So look at what I'm plotting, it's either be phenomenal or be forgotten.
As many of you know, a lot of people have different opinions on this matter. For me, I get asked a lot about this in my Twitch tab whenever I stream, so I thought I'd make a video about it and pretty much explain more in depth about my thoughts about this argument. So the first thing that comes to mind, guys, is going to be why people actually like playing 60 cards instead of 40. Whether this be a lot of different reasons, being like, I don't want to draw my bricks, I want to be able to play more hand traps, any of these different types of things is what makes people want to play more cards in their deck. Whether it be 45 cards, 50 cards, or 60 cards, or any other number above 40. And the reason why I don't understand that is simply because I think there's always something in your deck that you're able to cut. Whether it be, for instance, for me, this weekend I played 2 Rocket Tracer, where in many people's minds it's a 3-of, but for me, I always thought that being able to access it off of LP or Brotar was good enough, so I didn't really want to warrant the fact of playing 3 just based off of that reason. Also, being able to cut this card down to 2 allowed me to play more hand traps in my deck. So with people being able to go to 60 cards, right? Like, everyone's able to go to 60 cards, but it's not great. For instance, the more cards you put in your deck, the more like less quality cards you're putting in your deck. With 60 cards, a lot of people are playing the Dragon Maid Chamber. While playing that card is good, you also have to add more bricks to your deck though. So these bricks being the trap card if you decide to play it, and also hospitality. So in reality, you're adding more bricks to your 60 card deck, and then also having the same percentage to draw these bricks since you play more in your 60 card deck whenever you're playing your 40 card deck and having the same percentage but just playing less cards anyway. Another good example of why I think people are delusional in playing 60 cards is because they think that they can play more hand traps and draw them more since they're playing more hand traps, where in reality you still have the same percentage of drawing these hand traps in your deck since you're going to play around 15 of these cards. So playing 15 in a 60 card deck is almost the same percentage as playing 9 in a 40 card deck, which I decide to play since I believe you need hand traps and at least 2 of them to be able to go second in this format. So with that being said, let's move on to another topic. That topic being the side deck part of 60 versus 40 debate. In 60 cards, it's very obvious that you're going to see your side deck a lot less often than you would in 40 cards. And where 2/3 of the games being played side deck, I think it's way too important to be able to maximize your chance of seeing these side deck cards. In 40 cards, you're obviously going to see them more since you're playing less cards, right? And in 60 cards, you're not going to be seeing them as consistently. So this being one of the biggest reasonings for my argument of why 40 is better than 60, it's very, very good, simply because I think side decking is so important, especially right now where you have to rely on drawing hand traps to be able to play the game right now, especially against Infernoble, Dragon Link, all these different types of decks that are just so unfair, where they rip cards out of your hand with the smoke grenade or just make these insane boards, right? So being able to see your side deck is so important. Being able to out these enormous boards and be able to fight back through a smoke grenade. And for the last topic that I want to talk about to wrap up this video, guys, is going to be, what are you actually putting in your deck to make it 60 cards? Everyone that I've talked to really is saying that they're playing more extenders in their deck, where I can see a benefit for, but I don't really see the need for. For instance, these extenders are going to be like Monster Reborn, Extra World Legacy Guard Dragons, Noctovision, Emergency Teleport, all these different types of extenders that are nowhere near as good as like Quick Launch, Chaos Space, all these different types of cards. Also adding cards into your deck that are also more inherent bricks, such as like Dragon Ravine in case you draw the Lance, Absoralder as a 1-of, all these different types of situational cards. Playing these cards in your deck does not make your deck better, guys. I can't stress this enough. Playing all these cards in your deck does not make your deck better, simply because you're lowering the chance of seeing the more powerful version of these cards. For instance, Noctovision, yes, that's a good card, but I would always rather see Quick Launch or Chaos Space in my deck. And you're lowering the chances of drawing these types of cards when you're adding more cards to your deck. I hate playing 60 cards simply based off of all of the reasons that I've said so far in this video. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It'll help me out a lot. And make sure you follow me on Twitch. I stream every single weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you guys like more informational, very competitive content, I'm sure you guys will enjoy my channel. But until next video, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Cue the outro.
Work all day, grind all night. Never live the same life twice, that's right. So look at what I'm plotting. It's either be phenomenal or be forgotten.